So finally, to talk about the current trends in real estate private equity, we've seen a big drop in 2020, obviously because of partly because of COVID, but the other side is because there has been a secular I can't say the word a secular nature in terms of the raising of capital. So some of the main players haven't been raising as much capital because investors have been a bit more scared with COVID. Is inflation going to rise? Interest rates going to rise, and will that affect the return on investment? But if we look historically, year on year, we're seeing growth in the real estate private equity sector. If we look at top four concerns, which was some research done by PwC, if you look at numbers 1 and 3, political instability are the top concerns of the analysts. And why is that? That's because of regulation can really affect the total return on these private equity funds. Because if they're wanting to invest, remember, it takes a long time to invest. And if political powers stop this, or interest rates, what have you, start changing because of political turmoil, that will really affect the return on investment. Now, if we look at number 2, in terms of environmental issues, this is becoming really important for ESG because basically investors are wanting to know that the properties that they're investing in are environmentally friendly and not contributing to global warming. So that's really important to that. So some research has shown that environmentally friendly buildings generally sell at a premium at the moment, and also they're less likely to become obsolete in the future. And so that your investment will maintain its value over time. So the environmental issues are a big concern, and this is being reflected in the real estate private equity sector. Finally, housing affordability is in there, and that ties in with the political pressures that are being put on politicians today. Finally, if we look at 6 trends that are emerging and looking forward in time, we're seeing that there's significant growth in the warehousing sector. This is obviously pushed by the big demand in online e-commerce. And so there's a lot of warehousing being built across the globe at the moment. And so that's a big growth area, that and logistics centers as well. Retail investment is heavily down, and a lot of portfolios are reducing their exposure to retail investment. The 78% refers actually to India because that's where I got that statistic, but it's quite commonly the same across industries. The investment in retail is down. Office demand is expected to rebound. And that's because there's going to be this mix working from home and working in the office. So the investors are expecting offices to bounce back. I mentioned ESG, but looking forward, we've seen a lot higher capital allocation towards Asia. So looking east, so back in 2015, this is private equity as a whole, 15% was allocated to Asia, and this year it's around 25%. So significant increases in asset allocation there. And finally, over the COVID-19 pandemic, residential investments have proven resilient over this time, partly because of tax cuts in the UK with the stamp duty cuts, for example, but from working from home, people are putting more time into their residential properties. So that's why they've been slightly more resilient there. Thank you very much.